Alrighty, so yeah, let's do this. So I refactored something yesterday, or not refactored. I actually broke something intentionally. It was a breaking change, and unintentionally broke something else. So Julian, I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, but Julian, I think fixed it. And yeah, so now I'm just waiting for the test to pass. Sweet, because I wanted to change one of the tests that he wrote a little bit. So I'm gonna just go ahead and, yeah, everything's good. So we'll just do fix on change arg all on change, oops, the on change when the selection is cleared. And good. And then I'll pull that. Okay. And then vim the package JSON. And commit rc.9. And then we'll let that run. What I'm going to work on next is preact support, because I was trying to just try out downshift in a preact app using preact CLI, and it didn't quite work out of the box like I advertised that this thing is supposed to. So I'm going to work on that. I'm actually going to write some tests for preact. I'm thinking though that I can do away with children.only, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that I can actually do away with the whole compat thing. Yeah, prop types I'll probably just leave as they are, is fine. But yeah, I want to make sure that this thing can work in preact. So let me npm run release and git push. I'll do here actually dot. Here, copy that. This is base candidate 9. Is that right? Yeah, RC9. Okay, and just get that bug pushed out. Okay, and it's been published, so do that. Okay, now I'm going to fix preact support. So let's go ahead, and I was in a feeble attempt to fix this quickly. I created this get children function utility, but I'm going to get rid of that in favor of something else. So first I'm going to reproduce this bug in tests preact.js, and I don't think that I have it already installed, so let's just double check. Yep, I do actually. Nice. So I'm going to import preact from preact, oops, and then there is a special JSX thing. There we go. Okay, then we're gonna import downshift from here, and we'll say test works with preact. It's gonna be a pretty simple test. We'll just say let's find out. Test preact. I'm sure there's a renderer. Maybe I don't need a renderer. I'll just use preact.render, maybe. Although probably something for server rendering. Preact.render server render to string. No, not npm or react. Preact. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's a better testing thing out there. Preact testing just. How to write tests easily. That looks promising. I want to write tests easily. Ooh, HTML string formatting. I was wondering if that thing exists. Yeah, that'd be something to use potentially. Yeah, I think that's maybe what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna add just serializer and yeah, I'm not seeing anything that I like better in here. Okay, so preact render to string. Import render from that, and we'll import the serializer, or maybe we'll just configure it fully, I guess. Here, we can do that. Okay. Maybe we'll. Okay. Because who knows? Maybe like this one will somehow feed into that one. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. Just intuition, I guess. Okay, so then we can render, or we'll expect render of, you know, quite honestly, that I don't really care about taking, I don't want to take a snapshot. I don't know what I was thinking. Get rid of that. Uninstall. I don't need that. So here we're just gonna expect this to not throw any errors. Right now, probably would be good to do something useful. So const child spy equals a jest function that returns a div. Here we'll do like a full-on example. So this will take get input props, get item props, will be a div. We'll have input, get input props, and div get item props. Index. Okay. To bar, and then we'll start UI equals downshift child spy and expect of the UI and not do row. Well, we're going to do some more assertions, so we don't need that. If it throws, we'll see it. So we'll render the UI and expect the child spy to have been called. Object containing bar. Now, make sure it's running. Okay. Whoops. Okay. So now I want to get rid of React child only thing. So instead of this get children function, I'm going to create a unwrap array. I guess for there's functional programming box unfold. There's like this fold and unfold something. Fold. No, I don't think. What is it called? I got a question, Albernacher. Yes, I do use Vim mode, but I use Vim mode plus because it is the best. Oh, by the way, I updated my audio, like or not updated, but I like changed it a little bit. So if yeah, if you have any feedback on how clear I sound or anything like that, please definitely let me know. I just pulled up Audacity and it looks like my right channel is a little lower than my left, so I'm gonna fix that really quick. And now my right is bigger than my left. Oh wait, no, I had that backwards, but anyway, they're not the same. There we go, that should be better. Okay. Single value by operating on a list of values. Sounds like reduce. Okay, well maybe that's not what I wanted then. So we'll just call it unwrap array. And here, this is going to be takes an argument, and if it's an array, returns the first item in the array, otherwise returns the argument. So we'll just call this arg, the maybe array, and this will be returning anything, the arg or first. And we'll say yeah, to return array that is array of arg, and arg at 0, otherwise arg 2. And we'll have this default. There we go. So then we can take param star default value, the value if arg is not defined. Not really if it's not defined, if it's if arg is here, let's do this. Change this up a bit. Arg that. Trying to think of how I'm going to use this. In here, I'm going to say, okay, that or a no-op function. And then will be that or nothing. I do want both cases. So if there is a default value, then we'll return and there's not arg, and there's a default value, then we'll return the default value. Here. Oh yeah. Otherwise we'll return arg. Oh, whoops. Delinting helps sometimes. Okay. And here, unwrap array. Okay. Cool, save that. Let's see what happens. Yes, that is another problem. So element has a node name. And if I use const fake thing, so it has a node name of div, and if I use this instead, it's going to have a node name that is an array. So here we'll have another util that says is a DOM element, and we'll return, or we'll say if element dot node name, and this is preact. Return element dot node name, or type of string. Otherwise, and this is React, then assume this is React. Return what we had in the first place, which is the type. Yeah, okay. And takes an element, React or preact, and returns whether that element is a element. Okay, and this is object, I guess, and boolean whether it's a dot. Yeah. And the element react. Okay. That's that here. This New. Oh goodness. And our validate thing too needs to be different. That is an element. And dot prop or attribute. Okay, I'm gonna need to write some more tests. Boy, I didn't realize that there were so many things I would have to do to make this work for preact and react together. Okay, well, it looks like the render for this one is working, so let's go ahead and finish this test really quick. So we're gonna expect that it's called with just the default state is open, is false, and highlighted index is null, and selected item is null, and input value is an empty string. Cool. Hey, React support. And as long as you don't fail any of this validation, then it'd be good, I think. So that's cool. Oh, actually, that's not the case. Here, one thing I'm gonna do here is just test. One other thing we need to do is test works and render a composite component. Here, actually, you know what? We can probably get all of this if we use get root right here. Actually, no, we cannot. So we're gonna, and the reason is that we still need to test whether it can render composite components. So we'll do basically the same thing, abstract it later, and have a const div equals div. And this is going to take an inner ref and props. And ref equals inner ref props. Okay, well, and then we can use this div and get root props. Ref key inner ref. Actually, we don't need to render anything inside of here either. Make that a little simpler. This actually would make a file .rc. This is going to extends okay. Cannot read has own property. That's exactly what I was waiting for. Get element props element return element dot props or element dot attributes. Get the element props props or the element. Oh, yeah. React object, and this is going to be a boolean or a object with props and props or React attributes or preact. Okay. And Ta-da! Sweet. And let's see, I feel like there was something else I needed to do, but I forgot what it was, so run them all, see what happens. Oh, that's right, I wanted to get rid of that light. Means I'm going to need to update the rollup config. Children is not a function. Okay, oh that's right, because I needed to have this default to no op. I'm gonna actually expose, have noop in there. Get noop. There. Go. Cool. Okay, so now let's do also this. Okay. And update the rollup compat. Preact is just going to be preact. Cool. That's mps date. We're building a bajillion files. Okay, that's too bad. Because prop types isn't being tested. Trying to think if there's a way to get rid of prop of this. I could just like get rid of prop types because like this isn't actually validating anything anyway. So actually, there is a strip prop types. No, that's not what I want. Oh, there it is actually. I think it should remove not only the yeah, remove import. Okay, cool. So that is what I want. So we'll npm install as a dev dependency that thing. And actually I'm going to move preact to tests, and we'll just delete this altogether. Sweet. And then inside of my Babel RC, we'll have is preact question mark all prop types. Okay. And we'll npm or nps build preact yes, run one of them. Oh, right, and I need to update the rollup, not care about, or to, yeah, I guess not care about prop types. Okay. Cool. Now let's see what React ES prop types. Oh, well, this is the entire React library in there, so something's wrong. Oh yes, React to preact, externals, React. I think actually it's the prop types library that got included. Yeah, just the prop types library. So we'll do prop. Default is imported, but never used. Okay, so I think I need to configure C to. I was wondering if maybe it was the default, but it looks like it's true. Try that one time. And it's gone. Sweet. Prop types. Yeah, nothing. Cool. Okay, so yeah, this is excellent. So we'll just do a quick little test here. npm link downshift. Open up cd down shift preact app. npm link downshift. Oh, actually, oops, npm and link downshift. My bad. npm link. You link in the one that you want to link to. And you link specifically what you want here. Editor while we're waiting. Okay, let's make sure that's, yeah. Okay, and this. Okay, cool, I think that'll work. Now if we run npm start, and it's localhost, was it 8080? Can't remember what port it was. Okay, let's see what errors we throw. Oh, no errors thrown. Oh, rendered either. So, see what's going on. So this is all messed up because they, yeah, it's just such a mess. So, I guess they like tabs, and tabs are just no fun. So I'm gonna npx prettier, and and then we'll do source. npx is so cool. Oh, whoops, I forgot to write. There we go. Then I'm going to close this because Adam assumes that I want it to be a certain way. I don't. Okay, now that is also wrong. Let's see. Packages. Prettier. Settings. Huh, that's weird. Maybe it's the ESLint integration. I don't know. That's weird. Oh well. I don't care, as long as I don't have to write them myself. What? You refresh this. Because Adam is assuming that I want tabs in that folder or in that file, but I don't. What happened? No. Okay, I'm caring way too much about this, but the mix of tabs and spaces is something that's hard to stomach. So okay. Open up Atom again. Everything is what I see. Hey. Now what say you to this, Adam? Okay, so here we have the basic autocomplete. What is all? Okay. New file. ESLint.rc. Root. True. There we go. Oh goodness. ESLint module or type for ES6. Maybe it's parser options. I don't care. Okay. Oh man. Something's busted. Source type. Go into parser options. My bad. There we go. Oh goodness. Now I need Babel ESLint. Okay, I don't care. This is just getting stupid to do. There. And JSX. Oh gosh. Okay. Disable ESLint. ESLint. Disable. Okay, I don't care. Okay, well, so here we have this, and I'm not sure why it's not rendering anything, so let's see. Put a okay. Oh goodness, source maps and hot module replacement. I don't even know. I just want to get to downshift. Okay, yeah. Let's see if I can just open downshift. Okay, and render. Okay, cool. So now we have children. Is a function. Cool. Is the function that I expect it to be. And then we're going to call that function. And unwrap it. And now we get an element back. And is create that really quick. Okay. React clone element. Okay. But React has a clone element. All right. Clone element. There we are. Very good. Okay, so that seems to work okay. And now we have, yeah, there it is. Dudes, click and ref. Exactly what I need. Children. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Oh, ha, it's hidden behind the header. Cursed header. Okay. Hey, hey. Sweet, check it out. Huh, that's weird. Doesn't seem to be quite working properly. Hmm. Do state change. And the debugger. Huh, okay. On change. On change preact. Yes. Folder issue. Native on input event. Hmm. So it sounds like let's dive into React. Oh man. This is why you hard link, kids. Too bad. I was at master. It should have been at the commit. Commit when he made the link. Which you can do by pressing the Y key when you're looking at code. It'll update the URL for you. It's kind of cool. Okay. So I think, yeah, let's make a test to reproduce this little gem. So test on change, or get input props uses on change, or on input instead of on change. Then get input props on the input. Get rid of this. And then we can render that. Except it's rendering to a string, we need to mount it. So preact.render. I think I don't think so. Yes, you don't know what you're talking. Okay, React no deprecated. Okay, so const or here we'll say const div equals document.create element div, and we'll render it to the div, and then we'll say div dot query selector input, and then I've got this do fire event. Okay, I don't need that. Use that for reference really quick. Input dispatch event new window dot event, or what is this? Key event? The key event or keyboard event? Okay, let me pull this over to where you can see it. Oh, keyboard event. Actually, input input event, because that's what we're really handling. global event handler. I guess it's a keyboard event. That's interesting. Another page for this event, I guess. Yeah, these are the same thing. Okay. Input event. And we've got target and type. Okay. Need to, so we'll go here. Add event listener input args log args. What's going on? Cannot hit enter. Maybe it doesn't like my arrow function. What on earth? Okay, this thing is up. Semicolon, goodness. Okay, and then I type something. Huh. Nothing. Okay, well. It's a little bit harder than I expected. Let's find on change inside of here. Maybe I can just bring that in on change. Boy, he's really into saving bytes. He didn't even spell out the whole thing. It's funny. Multi-hook. Dudes. If there's not attributes normalized, then we're going to multi-hook with attributes normalized. That's confusing to me. What is this multi-hook thing? Okay, well, in any case, it looks like the normalization is basically just use on input instead. So I'm thinking that maybe I could just test this by firing a, I don't know. How do you construct a new input event JavaScript? Okay. Looks like this isn't supported like anywhere, so I think I'm looking at something wrong. Instead of input event, wait, what? Very confusing. New event, input. Okay, whatever. So we're gonna do something like that maybe, I guess. Okay. Here actually we'll do child spy mock here, and we'll expect that I want the input value to be changed. That's why this is built. I guess I could just do dot value equals h and then dispatch the input event. Okay, see if that works. Anymore? Okay. That's a value of null. That's too bad. Div.inner HTML. Undefined, undefined. Oh, well, that's nice. Make that render to that div, and then I look at what that div looks like. Let's look at what it looks like before. Okay. What on earth? Render method here. Okay. It appears that the render method isn't running. Huh. Yeah, that's odd. React.render JS dot. Oh no, React. Okay. It looks like this shallow thing to simulate stuff, but I don't want shallow renderer. I don't like. Oh, but wait. maybe it is for mounting. Okay, yeah, we can use deep. Sweet, let's try this. Okay, npm dev dependency. Thing, and instead of preact.header, we're gonna do mount. Yeah. Okay. And we don't need this thing. Back the wrapper, I'm assuming, some sort of wrapper. That. And they're calling it context. Find. Simulate. Event. And input. And input. Okay. Mine's gonna be input. See. Simulate in change event. I'll just do for enzyme. Guessing it'll be something like this. Oh man, my right and left have gotten way off. Hold on. So weird that it gets off just like I'm just sitting here in the middle of a stream and yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Just set the value and then change. Okay. Okay. So console log the input is, get an idea what we're dealing with. If it's not defined, naturally. Ah, well, that is unfortunate. It appears that wrapper is also not rendering properly. Okay. Children. Huh. Yeah, it's just not rendering. Why rendering? So weird, it's not calling the render function. about that. Because children should, at this point, if it's rendered, children should have been invoked, and we should not see what we're seeing. What? It looks like mount is just not doing anything. Here, let's do this. UI. 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 Pretty sure the wrapper and UI are the same thing. Wait, so that's UI context. There's the well, that's annoying. Okay, fine. Get a clear separation between the two. So we've got a render context, and I guess that has some stuff on its prototype. And then we have a V node. UI has the prop types on it. That's weird. I guess it is the function. Oh, because that's what the node name is, the function. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, but it looks like it's not actually, it's certainly not calling the render method in this scenario. Okay, so I guess I'm not actually going to be able to simulate stuff. I'm kind of tired of working on this, especially since I'm not actually going to be using this. So what we're going to do instead is I'm going to first uninstall this thing. Not working. Sure, I could get it to work eventually. Oops. Uninstall. But it's just not going to, I'm not going to do it right now. Probably ever. Somebody else can contribute that if they care. What I'm going to do instead is we'll render it to a string and just make sure that the get input props uses get input instead of change. Okay, test get input props composes change with, so we'll say const we don't need it called spy thing that we do here. Except instead of mount turn input props, render the UI and text. I keep trying to put it return. I need to make sure that it's returning the right. Children. get input. Call okay. Input. Insert. Gonna actually and it's the input to have input don't want it to have change. And let's see what it does with that. It definitely should be broken right now. Great. So that's what how I expected it to work. I'm concerned though that this console log rendering thing is so if the fact how is that possible? Looking at source downshift. What even is going on? Oh. Whoops. Ah. When I moved the preact file to this test directory, I actually didn't change the import, and so it was importing here. And that resolved the package.json, which resolved dist. Whoopsies. Bad. Okay, well. Huh. Like ultra annoying. So I probably could have used that thing. Do I want to take the time to bring it back in, or? No, I'm just gonna stick with what I got. Okay, well, cleared that up. Okay, so now here, see. Okay, so we have on change. So I think I'm gonna have key is to be sure line form in line library is preact on change key. Or and change key of preact the change key, and on change come from change but if that works. Hmm. Oh, I bet library is actually huh. Try something. Okay, yeah, library isn't like a built-in environment variable or anything. Read only. Confused by okay. Okay, I'm gonna mess around with some process env stuff, and who knows what could show up. So I'm gonna just be right back. Give me a sec. Okay, yeah, I don't know what's going on. This is so weird. I should be able to assign things to process env node process env dot preact. Da-da-da-da. The weirdness going on here. Wonder if that's really where the error is happening, or if it's somehow happening somewhere else. It's weird because if I do node env, oh, I bet I know what's going on. I'll bet that my Babel RC is picking this up. So I'm gonna say, and it's doing some weird things. Who knows what it's doing with this? So what we're gonna do here is, no, is test, I guess. We won't transform it in test mode, and then we'll have to go into package. Well, here, let's not change anything quite yet. Uh, where's this? Aha, that's what it is. Yeah, so it shouldn't be doing that though when I have node env. Actually, did everybody see that? That's kind of interesting. So what's going on here is I have this transform inline environment variables turned on, and so then when it comes across this, it's like, oh, I'm just going to inline that with the value, even though it's being assigned to, and it blows up. So the plugin should probably check for that and throw a more helpful error, but that's what's happening. So we're going to do, we can do this now that I know what's going on, is do node env equals test and run that. Let's see. Okay, so it doesn't do it. So a little bit, oh, actually we need no cache, probably. Okay, excellent. Good. So now, here we'll console log the onChange key. I'm supposed to be having a friend or coworker. Oh, hey, he just tweeted or messaged me just this very moment. Okay, be here in about 40 minutes. So just drive now. Okay. Cool. Hopefully I get this done before then. So get input props. Oh wait, I was gonna, yeah. Log onChange key. Also going to .only test. Okay, cool. So that's good. Means on string. What? This render to string and it's turning me object. Am I calling this thing wrong? There. My JSX, and it gives me back a string. Try this really quick. Okay, so that works. I don't think I'm doing anything very different. Render the UI. The UI is this setup thing. That's UI here. No, it's just console log example right here. Okay, so yeah, it's a thing with a node name, children and attributes. Key is nothing. Thing with a node name. Hmm. The render method is called and the children are returned. Oh. Oh. Ah, this is a problem. Yeah, okay. Get out. That. Probably not my issue, but it's good to. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I think I may just have to leave this failing test and get help or something. This is so weird. This gives me back object. Type of string. Guessing it is a string. Just when the render method is called, it somehow renders it down to. Seems like a bug. Honestly, let's see. mm. Okay, it's a function that will be true. Hi, player fine. Welcome to my stream where I demonstrate to the world that I don't know how to program. Hmm. Oh, it's a class based. That's what mine is. Props in context. Hmm. calls my render method, and then it gets back what's rendered and recursively again. Okay. So here I have the UI, and it's going to call my render method, which is going to call this, which will return the children. In this case, returns the div. Here, I'll give you a link to this thing. There you go. That's what I'm making. Just working on supporting preact. Okay, here's the fun part where we jump into dependency code to figure out what the dependency is doing. Preact render to string. Go into the dist index, and here look at rendered. Okay. That's interesting. This is pretty wild stuff going on here. Okay, where's encode entities? There's not a node name. I don't think that's our case, but maybe. Yeah, okay. That is a problem. Probably the problem. Arguments. That's spelled right. Argument. It's a React element. Where's this thing coming from? An onClick. Oh, in the tests, we're using React. Okay. Yeah, this is tricky. So here's the problem. We're importing React and component from React, but we want to test this with preact. So yeah, testing this is, oh man, easy. Okay, I think that preact tests are just going to have to be a little bit different. We'll have other new file. Hi there, player fine. Yes, I did make glamorous React.js. And then we're going to do all this stuff in here. React CJ. How long have I been programming? My origin story is on my AMA. You can find out. Let's see. I think it's the first question. But to answer your question very quickly, just a couple years. I started loving coding around the end of 2011, and when I was in school. I graduated from college in 2014. So there you go. Your viewing pleasure. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to make this work reasonably. Kind of thinking that instead of using jest, I'll just use Babel node. Run this. Actually, I won't need this either. And I'll have this function called test. Take you out. Title test function. Try test function. Throw you error. Title failed with the console.error. Oh. Okay. Anyone can do make Preact testing better. Okay. All these are connecting. Okay. And then with that, I'll delete this. And then run Babel node other Preact test. Works with Preact. Failed. Jest isn't fine. Oh, wonderful. Rats. Okay, I do want this to be a part of jest. Okay, so we're gonna have. Whoa. Okay, yeah. So Adam just crashed here. Oh. And in this jest config, I'm going to have in this to test. We're gonna go ahead and stuff. Okay. Cool. So then we'll also file. This and coverage. Um, see. Difference should be here in like 10 minutes. Not. Let's just root here. And the reason I need to have these separate is because they need to run at entirely different times. One needs to have the build run before it, and the other one doesn't. So, oops. Gonna or okay. Do test big there. And other. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Picked them up. Okay. Actually, we need build. Alright, I should have just CGS one. Hmm. Huh. Oh, no, that's interesting. Okay, so but okay, not sure what's going on here, but basically all I have left to do is set this up as a script that runs as part of the validate script after the build, and figure out why that test is failing, because it shouldn't be. And then hopefully it will work in my preact app. I'm spending too much time on this because I don't use preact, but I think preact is cool and people like it. So yeah, wish me luck. I'm gonna go hang out with my friend, and I will see you all maybe this afternoon. I'll probably be streaming later. Thanks. Bye.